In the quiet town of Tulare County, California, a horrifying discovery sent shivers down the spines of its residents. The little red dog, named Amigo, had been abandoned and left for dead, his young life hanging by a thread. He was discovered by pure chance, his fate intertwined with that of a compassionate woman named Emily. Emily had been on her way home when she noticed a dirty paper bag rustling by the roadside. Curiosity and concern got the better of her, prompting her to investigate further. What she found inside shocked her to the core: a trembling, 9-month-old puppy, tied inside the bag with twine. Someone had callously left him there, hoping he would perish unnoticed and forgotten. Feeling a surge of anger and heartache, Emily gently lifted the frightened Amigo from the bag. His eyes were filled with fear and confusion, yet even in his distress, there was a flicker of hope as he stared into the eyes of his rescuer. Emily knew she couldn't leave him behind, and she rushed him to the nearest animal clinic. As the news of Amigo's ordeal spread through the town, the community was left in shock. Denise Nelson, a local resident, shared her own heartbreaking experiences of finding discarded animals in the trash cans near her house. She lamented that not all animals were as lucky as Amigo to be found and rescued in time. Amigo's road to recovery was not an easy one. He was in a state of emotional trauma, unable to comprehend why he had been left to suffer in such a heartless manner. But thanks to the care of the animal clinic staff and the temporary foster family he was placed with, Amigo slowly started to regain his trust in humans. However, the police were determined to find the person responsible for Amigo's cruel fate. They launched an investigation, appealing to the public for any information that could lead to the perpetrator's identification. As the days passed, Amigo's emotional wounds began to heal, but the mystery of his abandonment still lingered. It was during this time that a young woman named Sarah came forward with a vital piece of information. She had been jogging in the area on the day Amigo was found, and she remembered seeing a suspicious-looking man near the spot where he was discovered. With Sarah's detailed description, the police quickly identified the man in question. He was arrested and brought to justice for the heinous act he had committed. In the end, Amigo was adopted by a kind family who had followed his story from the beginning.